What's up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here, and it's possible that you have been trolled. He said it would never be done. He said it would never happen, and yet here it is. The Kiesel Carvin Aries Multiscale. So sorry about the kind of short demo. I didn't really have a whole hell of a lot of time to put this review together. But I think you got a pretty good idea of what the guitar sounded like. I currently have it in drop C. This is the 6-string version, which is a 25.5 to 26.5 inch scale. The 7-string version, which I actually did get to play, I don't have one here, but I got to try it out at the factory, and it's a 25.5 to 27 inch scale. The fan is very comfortable. It's not very extreme at all, but it makes for some really great string tension. I have it tuned pretty low, but it's not floppy and weird, you know? I don't know why the words floppy and weird go together so well, but they do. Anyway, it's neither of those. There was no adjustment period for me. Of course, I've played a pretty good amount of multi-scale guitars, so if you haven't before, it'll probably take you just a little bit of time to adjust. It's apparently a very, very heavily requested feature on Carvin and Kiesel guitars, and you know, they just didn't do it for a very long time, and apparently they've changed their minds. Of course, it probably cost a pretty penny to have all the machines retooled and everything and get it you know, to where they could actually manufacture these. And, you know, there's a lot of R&D and stuff that goes into it, so I'm not really surprised that it took them a little while to implement. With most Kiesel and Carvin guitars, you have a lot of things that you can customize. And that's still true of the Aries Multiscale, except that it's a little more limited than their usual selection, because they only offer one headstock style, and that's the inline one with a reverse headstock, because they had to, you know, they had to design it kind of around that. And yeah, so at the moment that's all you can get, and it's only available in 6 and 7 string. It's got this heel cutaway access. I always feel like if you're going to do a bolt-on neck, you have to have like really good access instead of having a big fat heel. So that's a really good idea in my book. We just got, you know, standard tone and volume 5-way switch on this. Hip shot solo bridges, which are cool. They're each a completely separate and independent bridge piece. It's not like one unit. And I think that allows each string to resonate a little bit more clearly and individually, and you can kind of hear the notes in like big chords and stuff just that much more clearly. This particular guitar has an ash body, which is super duper light, which is very important for me. I like that a lot. And it's pretty much identical to the Aries body, aside from, of course, the routing for the pickups and all of that. But it's got this really nice bevel. It's actually kind of tapered if you look at it on the side. It's almost like an Ibanez S series, which makes it really comfortable to hold and play. You've heard me bitch about not having forearm contours, and this one's really good. One thing that's really cool about the Aries Multiscale is that because Kiesel manufactures their own pickups, they can manufacture them slanted, and so you can get them stock with slanted pickups, and that's really important because, as you can see, the bridge is slanted, thusly, And if you just have a standard pickup that's set in straight, as the strings go lower, the pickup gets farther away from the bridge, and that gives you a really weird sound. So if you have the pickup slanted to match the bridge, it's always going to be an equal distance away from the bridge. And that's ideal for tone, because otherwise you can either end up with like a really shrill high end and kind of a weird, not crunchy enough low end, or other just weird problems that you don't want to wind up with. So this takes care of that. And I really like these pickups. They're Kiesel lithiums. I've done like 5 Kiesel reviews now, and I think they all had these pickups in it, except for the first one that I did. So I won't talk about them too much. They're great. So I'm very excited to see this new multi-scale offering from Kiesel and Carvin guitars. And I really hope that they expand this to some of their other models. I really like the Aries, but I'd like to see a neck-through version, and maybe someday they'll do it on the Vader too. That would be pretty cool. Until then, this is just another great option from Carvin and Kiesel, and another option in the world of multi-scale guitars. I'm really excited to see them, join the future with multi-scale guitars. It's one of my favorite things in the world of guitars recently. So if this is up your alley, you're going to want to check out kieselguitars.com. I think they're actually available to be ordered as of today. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more reviews and original content.